All right, so we have some updates from Mark 48 at NBC Boston. So, Brown University person of interest identified. So, what to know? A shooter dressed in black killed at least two people and wounded nine others in a classroom at Brown University on Saturday during final exams. School officials said they were told that 10 people who were shot were students. An 11th person was injured by fragments from the shooting, but it wasn't immediately clear if that victim was a student. The shooter was taken into custody on Sunday morning. Authorities said a shooter dressed in black killed at least two people, wounded nine others at Brown University during the final exams on the Ivy League campus, authorities said, and police now appear to have apprehended the suspect. University President Christina Paxson said she was told that 10 people who were shot were students. Another person injured. They are repeating like some of this stuff. So, officers scattered across the campus and into an affluent neighborhood filled with historic and stately brick homes, searching academic buildings, backyards, and porches late into the night after the shooting erupted in the afternoon. The suspect was a man in dark clothing who was last seen leaving the engineering building where the attack happened, said Timothy O'Hara, deputy chief of Providence Police. Authorities said Sunday morning that the suspect they believe is responsible for the shooting and is now in custody. Security footage showed the suspect walking away from the building, but his face was not visible. Some witnesses reported that the man, who could be in his 30s, may have been wearing a camouflage mask, O'Hara said. The Associated Press contributed to this report. Let's see. According to Caitlin McKinley Becker, she posted this 2 hours ago. Providence police say investigation is active and ongoing. Police in Providence, Rhode Island say they are continuing to work closely with state police, the FBI, local law enforcement partners, and federal/state and local officials to review evidence in the case and gather all the relevant facts. Charges have yet to be announced against the shooting suspect, and additional information about that person have not been revealed. Police say additional information will be released as it becomes available and once authorities have a clear and more complete picture of the circumstances involved. According to the Providence Police Department, this will be their final public update Sunday evening. What was supposed to be a Christmas tree and lighting at Lippitt Memorial Park turned into a vigil to honor the victims of Saturday's shooting at Brown University. What do we know? What we know about man detained in the shooting? NBC News reported that three senior law enforcement officials briefed on the investigation said that the man police have in custody in connection with the Brown shooting has been identified as 24-year-old Benjamin Erickson. Here's what we know about Brown University shooting. The police say that they were able to find and take a person of interest into custody within 24 hours of a fatal shooting on the campus at Brown University. Here's what we know. Organizers said it was about creating a space for grief and solidarity, and you can feel that in every quiet moment. What was supposed to be a Christmas tree and lighting it, okay, they're just repeating some of that now. According to Mark, 6 hours ago, he posted new details emerged about person of interest in Brown shooting. New details are beginning to emerge about Benjamin Erickson, the person of interest in the Brown University mass shooting that left two dead and nine others injured. According to NBC News public records indicate that as of 2024, his residence was an apartment in Washington, D.C., and that he previously lived in Wisconsin. He was registered to vote in Washington, D.C. as recently as 2023 with party affiliation listed as statehood. Separate Wisconsin voter registration records from 2020 listed military under voter information. Initial public records searches do not indicate that he had a previous criminal record. According to a statement from Army spokesperson LTC Ruth Castro, Benjamin Erickson was an infantryman in the regular Army from May 2021 to November of 2024. He had no deployments and left the Army in the rank of specialist. So they're just showing a bunch of other. Let me see if I can go to another source. And let me see. This is according to the Providence Journal. His possible connection to Brown University was not immediately clear. Meanwhile, The shelter in place order lifted around the Brown University campus early Sunday morning. The university's final exams have been canceled, and the various businesses around the city remain closed. A vigil type event will be held at Lippick Park at 5 p.m. on December 14th, said Providence Mayor Brett Smiley. We had what had originally been intended as a tree and lighting will be repurposed to remember the shooting victims. I think that's nice that they do that. So that's what we have as of right now. Apparently, not much more details are known. And this was as of 52 minutes ago. Apparently, there's a similar update from the Washington Post about 4 minutes ago, but obviously it's not showing me much there because they want you to pay for the Washington Post, and I'm not doing that. So, I got to be honest with you. There was a part of me that kind of almost didn't do this video because, I mean, let's face it, I'm saying exactly what most um, rational and reasonable minded people are saying, which is, we can't keep track of this mess. I mean, if I'm being honest with you, I had pretty much lost count and lost track of the public shootings ever since the I kind of want to say since the Uvalde in 2018. I'm sorry, the Parkland shooting in 2018 in Florida. But then I really, really lost track after the Uvalde shooting that took place a couple years ago, and then also the shooting with the Crumbly kid, which was actually here in Michigan. I believe that was in, I believe it was in Oakland County. It was either Oakland or Macomb County, one of them out there. And so, I mean, guys, unfortunately, this is sadly it's commonplace, and there's just unfortunately, we don't know how, when, and even if this is going to stop. So that's the updates on that right now. And uh, hopefully we'll get more details on this pretty soon. If it is shown that he's, not denying it and that he takes responsibility and for it and he did it, then hopefully he gets the max as far as punishment, gets put away for life because it was two people killed. So at minimum 50 years. Or actually, you know what? Let me take that. He should get life because multiple counts of assault with a deadly weapon, and then you got 2 counts of murder. So, other than that, that's really about the update. I got some other interesting stuff coming for y'all. Subscribe to my YouTube, it's in the comment section. And of course, you know that the links to my other socials are in the About section. Stay tuned.